Hello everyone, my name is Tiffany Holloway and I will be talking to y'all about the positions that we have at TGI Fridays. The Fridays that I happen to work at is the one in Firewheel and Garland, and hopefully y'all will be interested in coming to the Firewheel area. But like I said, my name is Tiffany Holloway, and I happen to be very experienced with some of the positions at TGI Fridays. One position that we do have would be our hosting position. Every position that you go through at Fridays, you have to train, no matter if it's a manager position, a kitchen position, a bartender position, you will be having to go through training. With our host training, you have up to 5 days or more if needed with the validation. And what our validation is with every position is that you hit every spot correctly. Our training is all online, it's on a computer, you get paid for the training, and you learn exactly everything that we want here at Fridays. So when your validation date comes, we do expect that you are able to hit every single mark on point with what we want at Fridays. If you're not able to, there are different ways that we can find for you to fit in within our Fridays area, or we either might not keep you around. So our first position that we have that I just showed you would be our hosting. Host or hostess. And these people are our front door people, front of the house, should I say. They open the door for people, they sit everyone, they make sure everyone is taken care of, and they're also the last people that our customers see leaving. Another position in the front of the house would be our servers, or as we also call them, our waiters, our waitresses. With this training, it is up to 8 days or more if needed with our validation. And like I said, on the validation, you must hit exactly every point. I'll show you the validation for this one. And I mean, every validation training has at least the basic steps for a Friday style, the Friday service style, and then some of the skill stuff that you might have learned through the training. Now, as a server, there are a couple things that you must have. A micro mag. We call these magnet cards, which helps you swipe on your micro for you to be able to enter people's foods and drinks and so on, coupons, all the stuff that servers are able to do. Now within that, you will also be wearing an apron. Now with this apron, it's a few things that you must always have. In one pocket, you must have your bag card. In your other pocket, you must have your book for note keeping. And then another pocket, you should have some pens and your straws. Right now we don't have any straws in here, but you should know exactly what a straw is. So with that stuff being in handy, you shouldn't have to always go and look for it. You shouldn't always have to ask someone for it when a customer needs it. Okay, now let's go to the middle, kind of the back of our house, would be our bartenders. Our cocktail also. We have cocktail positions. And our bartenders work behind the bar. They make the drinks, mix the drinks, make sure customers are actually 21 and older. And then we also have our cocktails that work on the outside of the bar, where the tables and like the booth areas are. And they're also able to serve liquor to our guests. And they make sure that everyone is 21 and older that enters the bar. Now with the bartender and cocktail training, you have to learn the front of the house, which is your host and your waiter positions. And then you also have to learn the back of the house, which is our kitchen positions, which I will get to in a minute. But with being a bartender, while working in cocktail, you must know just about everything within Fridays. You have to know the simple stuff of hosting, the simple stuff of waiting, and you also must know every drink and food special that is given within the bar area. Some of the specials are different from what are given on the front of the house, on the floor, and the dining area, more of what we call it, because it's the bar. You know, most bars, they always give out like happy hour specials, but in Fridays, happy hour is all day, every day. So we always have different specials running every day. So you must always know, be on cue with everything, know what kind of drinks you can maybe discount for people. If they want to take shots of stuff, what kind of discount we can give them for that. But you must always know all of that. And with being a bartender, you have up to 18 shifts. So by your last shift, we should be able to ask you anything about TGI Fridays and you be able to answer it. Like I said, each validation is all the same in every training book. You have to know the basic stuff, your Friday style, but as a bartender, you must know what the ring the bell stuff is, which is more of, are you introducing yourself to your guests? Are you actually interacting with your guests as they sit at your bar? If you are not doing that, you're not really pulling off Friday style. So you must always give a handshake, introduce yourself, offer some happy hour drinks, offer different drinks, different appetizers, have price appetizers, let people know different deals. So with being a bartender, there's a lot more to it. It's not just mixing and shaking drinks. Sometimes we have flair competitions, which there's nothing wrong with that. If you can flare, you want to flare in front of people and show off, that's fine with me as long as the bar is always moving. And then last, what you always have to know is the skilled stuff. Now, like I said, cocktail must know their drinks also. Not just the bartender, the cocktail people have to know drinks. With this small little handy dandy book, this book gives you every detail about each drink that Fridays sell. It gives you the liquor that's in it, the cordials that are in it, and then even the fruit, or if there's no fruit, what type of ice you use, what type of sugar or salt that you use for the rims of the drinks. It gives you every portion of detail, 1 ounce. If you need 2 ounces or 3/4 of an ounce or any portion of that for a drink. What kind of juice is in each drink. The exact name of each drink. I mean, it's pretty detailed in this cocktail book. Okay. Now another position that we have open would be in our kitchen. Now this one is our boiler station. This is where the kitchen cook actually only boils stuff. If they come in as a boiler that day, that's the only thing they will be doing. The boiler takes up to 7 days, yes, for a whole week. So unless you need more days, that's fine too. But up to 7 days with validation. So on your 8th day, you will be validated. Should be able to know how to use the boiler, what foods are supposed to be in the boiler, what you're supposed to get ready before you put the things in the boiler. I mean, you know, the pre-stuff to cooking, should I say. Another kitchen position would be our plate and nacho station. It is exactly what it says. Literally, the only thing you do is worry about the nachos and stuff that goes on certain types of plates. This shift is up to 6 days, plus validation. If you need more days, that's fine too. On your validation day, it's a little different than the other trainings of waitress or waiter, bartender, our host our hostesses, it's more of a detailed thing. Did you pay attention to what you learned? Do you know where your station is? Do you know what's supposed to go into your station? And what exactly are you making within that station? So hopefully this is all coming in so you can decide what position you might want. And then another kitchen position we have would be our fry station. This is where all the fried food goes. The only person that touches the fry station is the person that will be there for the fry station, because we don't want any kind of contamination, wrong foods going this place or anywhere else. Your fry station shift is only up to 5 days, plus validation. So with this validation, it's about the same as the plate and nostril station. What did you learn? Did you pay attention to what you was learning? Did you watch your coach train you on this position? Do you know what foods come into this position and everything like that? On your validation days, your coaches will validate you plus a manager. You have 4 different managers. You have your general manager, which is pretty much the head honcho of that Fridays. You have your kitchen manager, which runs everything in the kitchen area. Anything that has to do with the kitchen, he will know. You have your bar manager, which runs everything in the bar. Any specials that you want to know, any discounts that you want to make for a customer that's there, you have to go to your bar manager. Any other kind of discounts, like maybe food discounts plus liquor discounts together, you still have to go to your bar manager. And then you have your floor manager, which the floor manager worries about the hostess and the servers. Pretty much makes their schedule, make sure the floor is running well, everything's moving, no guests are waiting, all the guests are happy, and no one's disappointed with what they're getting. Now, listed here are your managers. Like I said, you have your GM, which is your general manager. You have your kitchen manager, your bar manager, and your floor manager. Hopefully all this is sinking in, like I said. Then maybe you can decide today, once I show you how to apply online, exactly what position you want to go for. And like I told you at first, we are looking in every position. So applying online should be pretty simple. Have a mindset of what you want. When applying online, there are a few things that you will need though. Before you do decide to apply online, you must have your resume. If you have never made a resume, we are willing to actually help you make one today. Your resume is all about your education, previous jobs that you have worked on, you know, a little bit about yourself, and maybe even leave some contacts of people that we could reach that could tell us a little bit more about you. Another thing you will need is a cover letter. This is also more of a letter that tells a little bit more about yourself and what position you are really wanting to go for, what you are looking for within this job. Another thing you will also need is your Social Security. Hopefully everyone knows their Social Security. If not, I'm pretty sure there's a way you can figure it out, but this is something that you will need before you apply today. With those 3 things, applying should be pretty simple. Now let me show you the steps to applying online at TGI Fridays. What you would do is get on your computer, home computer, laptop. It will not work on a cell phone. TGI Fridays runs everything kind of old school. Everything must be done on a computer screen. So what you would do, you would type in www.tgifridays.com. And as you can see the screen, we show a lot of advertisements on here, different drinks, holiday drinks that we have coming up. And on this website, you will go to the bottom and click on careers. And as you do that, and it loads, it will show you some of the different careers on the side that we have for TGI Fridays. So like I said, you have your server, which is your waiter or waitress, your bartender, your cooks, kitchen manager, general manager, your floor manager. You also have your host and hostess. And then some of the jobs that were not fully listed within training, because you really don't have to train to do these jobs, would be our busboy and our dishwasher. Those are positions that we kind of expected the concept of that you should be able to walk in and be able to just wash some dishes, put the dishes through the dishwasher, be able to bust a table, get all the dishes off the table, give them to the dishwasher, and wipe the table down and reset it with silverware and our call books. So like I said, you would go in here, click careers, and you would just click on the career that you would want. And as of right now, I'm going to do team members. And when you click on team members, you are able to select what options of jobs that you would want to apply for. You can apply for dishwasher, busboy, busgirl, host, hostess, waitress, waiter, whichever, bartender, cocktail. Those are all on here. And as you just click through those, it's pretty much step by step on what else you would do. So hopefully all this information was pretty helpful for everyone. Are there any questions maybe? Like maybe what is Friday style? Okay, let's get into depth about that. Friday style is more of, are you keeping the guests happy? Are you entertaining your guests? You giving your guests exactly what they want? You don't just walk up to a table and say, hey, what can I get for you today? Or are you, stuff like, are you hungry? So obviously they're hungry, they're in a restaurant. You have to give them some spark. Keep it fun. Fridays is all about fun. If it's not fun for the guests, then you're not doing your Friday style. Kind of understood? Okay, another thing that I did not mention. As you can see, I am wearing red and black. Fridays is all about red and black. Uniforms are red and black with white stripes going down the side. As a server and bartender, that's what you would wear. And busboy or busgirl. And as a hostess, you would wear something more like along this line. Black pants with an accent of red. It's more of a t-shirt of red, but you get the concept. So like my headband would be an accent of red. Okay, and I hope everyone understood everything today. So I hope everyone's ready to apply for Fridays and become a Fridays team member. Okay, no more questions. Thank y'all for coming today, and I hope to see y'all soon.